Okay, so what I'll do, every time I do this thing, I'm confused. This is my first time out since the summer. I've been sick, my illness, having a lot of mini strokes, all sorts of things. So I actually have my walker. Yep. And I mean, I'm literally like just coming back to the regular world from wherever I last saw. I think the last thing I did where I actually was in as myself online, I might have been on oh what dang, that's sad. It's sad. What was I watching at the time? I don't know. I remember I came on YouTube in someone's chat for a little bit, but then I just got sicker and sicker, and so when it happens, it just set my illness sets you down. It's not like, hey, do you want no, and you wait for as long as it tells you, and it's the kind of illness where your blood pressure falls. So when I say it sets you down, I mean literally it sets you down. It does not play. I can look perfectly normal to people. Perfectly normal. But can't stay upright. Then, there are other things that come with it. But, you know, all of the, your organs die. It's multiple system atrophy. It's Scheidriger. Okay? Dysautonomia. Okay? So if you look that up, the dysregulation of the autonomic nervous system, without that functioning properly and with everything atrophying, you die. So yeah, you're just like, here's your ticket to death. Welcome. But anyway, it's just a weird life. It's really, you never know how long you're going to be down for, and you just wait. Of course, got other things like my kidney people, the struggle with getting out a dead kidney. I'm like, a dead kidney, that is painful. So that's been wearing and tearing on me. And then I come on and I see all the fuckery. I mean, I have seen enough fuckery in the last, it hasn't been about 2 hours. In 2 hours, it's off the chain. I cannot believe the repeat, and that people don't realize you're on repeat and you're about to make the same mistakes. Again, I assure you. So, I don't know. All I know is I prepared myself and my family for the repeat. All right. Because if you think there's anybody to vote for, then you're crazy. There is nobody to vote for. So you're on repeat if you actually believe that you had a candidate for 50 million reasons. Okay? It's just repeat. So I prepare for repeat because nobody just, I think people are enjoying the takeover. Are you enjoying the takeover? And if you're not, were you prepared? Because it was coming. It was there. Everybody said it. Everybody said it. Everybody's been saying it for a decade. So prepare for the takeover. If you did not take the 10 years and prepare, my goodness, you're going to wonder where you're at. Now, one thing I can assure you, you are on Aboriginal soil of my tribe. Okay? So, because of that, you've got a certain amount of protection, believe it or not. If I fucks with you, there's a certain amount of protection if you've been good with my people from day one. All right? A lot of us have been working really hard for a decade because the lie is so much now the history that we knew we were going to be up against a kind of brainwashing that no one fathomed was real. Isn't that crazy? No one fathomed was real. It's my first time walking like this, y'all. Look at that. New England. New England. So, a lot of us, and you may have seen us online one way or the other. I'm not going to go down any names because that's not the important part. You could have gotten it from your dog. Doesn't matter. Even the dogs knew. Even the dogs saw the repeat. Now, if you make it to be in your 40s, your late 40s, and that's for anyone who is under 40, right? Because if you're in your 40s, you're kind of almost getting to what the rest of us get to experience, which is the cycle. It's the same cycle and it repeats itself. And you can break it or you can take it. Now, I'm an Aborigine. What they have called us many things. Some not so nice. Some marginally stupid. Black, whatever. Okay? My people were always here. No, not every single woolly-haired brown person was always here. But we were already here. It was a tribe of people already here. Okay? I'm on my own soil. So, I am not going to allow bullshit to pop off to a certain degree. There's a degree where you draw the effing line when you say, listen, they're doing to you what they just did to you 10 years ago. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. So if you're under 40, just wait. But when you hit that 50 mark and you take a look at your life, and I'm talking especially to Aborigines of this place that they call the United States of America, it does not belong to them. It's called an occupation. All right, you have nobody to vote for. Get over yourself. That woman is not our people. They are not us. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. Doesn't matter if you want to say she's competent enough for the job. Damn it, there's some people in high school who are competent enough to be president. Like, that doesn't say anything to me. It takes something more. And anyone who can't address the fact, the elephant in the room, the elephant, if you are a person who gets on a soapbox and you don't address the elephant in the room, then that makes you a liar, because the elephant's right there looking at you like, are you serious? Are you seriously about to try and pull the stupid move? And then get upset when the people stand up and say they aren't us. And that's not a lie. See, we're telling the truth. The truth, it really hurts people, because people don't know what to do with the truth. They can't believe that, oh snap, these woolly-haired brown people were already here. They brought some of them over from Africa. Not enough. We were the last stop. The people can tell you about the Africans. They wrote about them. They talked about them to all the white men who came through down south over and over again. And we told that story so many times to so many white folks. So, if you're too lazy to get up and go look for it, that's your problem. There's a man out there who did DNA testing. And he was like, yeah, I tested on all these things that people call Indian, this white Indian. None of their DNA matched. He was like, but I found the people that it does match. He was just talking about my people. He was literally talking about my tribe from my specific area in the South. This is all there, but you gotta care. And there's nobody on that bill that gives a shit about anything I'm saying to you. They're not about to give a shit. Why you give a shit? Because did you even take time after people said it over and over again? You will just sell yourself short, won't you? Like, and it's just crazy. And it's nothing wrong with they are not us. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a beauty to the world. But lying is not a beautiful thing. It robs from people. It takes from people's cultures. It does a lot. I'm in a small state in New England. Like, the bears just live, like, literally in the backyard now. Like, why are you expanding what? There's nothing left. This wonderful cemetery used to have a natural apple orchard. All this Mammy Jammy is long. Okay? My house is right there. Okay? Long story. Right there. You can't see it. Gone. They cut them down. I'm like, he's like, it doesn't matter, you know, only the deer eat them. Yeah. And that motherfucking bear and his kids. And her kids. Now she be out, I'm telling you, that bear, sometimes she be on the street corner like she hooking. She like, I kid you not. My mother saw her the other day. Like she hooking. And I bet you everybody wait too. Because you don't just speed roll your Volvo into a bear. All right? Behind this is an actual, so there's a park over here, but there's an actual really big park that's cut into 3 pieces that crosses the Hartford city and suburban line, right? Humongous 3-part park going that way. There's even a zoo over there that the majority of people don't know is there. There's just, so there's a point, obviously, if there's a park where this cemetery has to end. Death is not a real business. It's a situation. Okay? It's a situation. Because, so what? So you just gonna keep what until where the animal's supposed to go? They come to hang out on the, she hooking on the corner. She well fed though, right? She well fed, because this is suburbs. Be crossing the street. I saw one. I stopped for a whole family. She waited in that street and she looked at me like, bitch, all my kids is getting by. I'm like, bitch, you right. I'm gonna sit right in this fucking car and wait for you to get your kids safely across the street. Because people seem to think that the repeat is dope. It's not dope. You don't get away with the repeat. People think you do. You don't. You just compound your own problem, especially if you were not prepared for it and people gave you more than enough notice. But they don't believe. They don't, it's not okay to say they ain't us, but it's just the truth. If they're not us, they're just fucking not us. That doesn't mean they're worse than we are. That's not the point. When you take people's shit, what you want? You came, you saw, what do you think is happening? And you worry about these people on the ticket. Who cares? Nobody on that ticket has, so like, don't waste your time. I don't get, why am I going to argue about a ticket where nobody's worthy of a thing that I would call a leader? Not a single person. So why am I argue about some mofos who ain't worthy? She's not worthy because she won't tell the truth. If you were Biden's little bitch while he was being the pedophile that he is, for those of you who didn't take time to look up the video and watch his pedophilia, it was there. It was there. I saw it over and over again, not just one video. Then fuck you. Why would I want a trifling hoe on the, like, to be president? Why would I want a trifling hoe? We already had the black crackhead. Why do I want a trifling hoe who can't tell the truth? It has no intentions on making it understood that you're really on the land of these woolly haired brown people. And they tired. They tired. So they hid in plain sight. We hid in plain sight to survive the genocide as you sat there and talked shit and laughed at us. Because we explained the Tuskegee experiment. Because I went to Tuskegee University. I graduated. I understood the game. That's what they teach you for. When my silly library, well, I've been here my whole life, the same spot. When my silly library in a tiny town in Connecticut, it's going to say that, people can't come in if they don't have a card that they vaccinated. Why, bitch, have you lost your motherfucking mind? Even if you don't believe in the Bible, did you pick it up once? Because the words coming out of your mouth are too vicious. It holds so much weight what you're saying. You're not listening to what you're saying. Now, I even tried to help people. I said before my doctor died, and he wasn't old, okay, man in his 50s, white dude with kids. I was at my appointment. I was talking about my son and this whole HPV vaccination situation. He was like, Nikki, do you know that my wife took the kids and had it done? And if I had known, he had decided against it. Oh, shit. Let me repeat that. The doctor had decided against the HPV vaccination for his family. But because life gets hectic, didn't catch his wife. Didn't realize that, oh shit, that particular day was the day of the appointment. So I could go down other vaccination stuff. I could go down and where I live in Connecticut, there was this program called Swish. In the suburbs, they love to experiment with you suburban people too. Trust me, we gets it all around on this soil. We gets it all around. How much propaganda? Swish. Look it up. There's a lot of things people soon you're going to have enough time, because what you're going to have to do based on what you've chosen. And I tell you, it wasn't us. We fought and we spoke and we showed up. We showed out. I turned my pockets inside out. I emptied my pockets, my own, for this. And then I was realizing, oh shit, these people crazy. So the move was to hide in plain sight, survive the genocide. That was it. That's all we could do. I'm sorry, it just hit me. A lot of things just hit me. I tell you, I'm just getting back out into life. And in the matter of 2 months, the fuckery. Everybody worry about Puffy. Who cares? Nigga, who gives a shit? Don't feed that beast. That is the music industry. It's a beast. Don't feed it. If you watch it, you're feeding it. You're just as bad as he is. What happened was fucked. Period. You don't need to see it. That's fucking disgusting. This is the sickest place on earth, you sick people. People were waiting to hear the details. I'm sorry, a lot of us were at those parties. Like myself, didn't have to give out any coochie, didn't have to. You go and you realize, oh shoot, okay, that's cool. I went to the party, I can go to the after party, but never, ever go to the after party. Never. And once you've gotten whatever you've come for, as far as networking for whatever you're trying to do in that beast of an industry, you move your ass along. Don't sit and wait for a proposition. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't feed that beast. Don't feed that story. Don't feed it. I'm just saying, you can, to the detriment of yourself, of your family. The pedophiles are just having a field day. And I love, like, the people who press the thumb up, and then I talk a little bit longer and they press the thumb. Well, listen, if that's your biggest concern of the day, you're fucked. You're fucked if that's your biggest concern. Whether to give this woman who I don't know for shit, then you shouldn't be over here. Because if you notice, I'm not on here for numbers. There are certain people who come to listen to me, and so I keep coming back as they ask. I'm here for those few people, not the fucking you. Give a fuck. Give a fuck about your thumbs up or thumbs down. Bitch, YouTube don't pay me. The fuck, I don't work for the white man. Are you stupid? The fuck? And when I'm on here, I try to make sure I give membership so that at least my people who are making a buck on here are making some money that ain't from the white man. It's actually from those of us like, come on. Push until we push you off this platform and into your greatness. A stepping stone. You're not supposed to stay here. This is a disgusting place. Everything that I saw back in the day, listen, and all the politicians know their videos were up back in the day. We all saw them. Those of us who were ahead of the regular curve, and then once we saw them, you spread the word. But in this sick place, people want to watch the illness. They want to watch the sickness. I wasn't searching for the sickness. That's deep. I wasn't searching for it. But some of you are sick motherfuckers. You just want to watch it. All of this stuff playing out for the hype of your sick dementedness. You're fucked. And I'm happy we hid in plain sight. I hid away from some niggas. Even, do you understand? To survive this genocide. From some niggas even. This is not what you think it is. You have just tapped into something that people don't get often. Because of who I am, what I've done, who I am, number one, tribally, as an Aboriginal of this place that they call the United States of America. It is not. It's bullshit. And any minute, when they get ready, they'll change the fucking name on your stupid ass. What the fuck you think is happening? This is not entertainment. There's enough of that going on. Is that shit helping you? Nope. Nobody wants the fucking technology anymore because it's only as smart as the person holding it. And let us all admit, we ain't all that smart, because if we were, we wouldn't have gone for the repeat. I keep strong writing might help you. Not help you save face. Listen, if you like, this is fucked, and I want something else, put down something else you want. A strong write-in. Don't put fucking Mickey Mouse. A strong write-in. Do you understand? You do not have to choose any of those names that they have on there. Like, if you actually believe that, you're even more brainwashed than I thought. Like, people forgot about the write-in. Sick. I'm just blessed that sickness is sickness, and what's about to go down does not matter who winds up in the seat. Like, you're not kidding it. Doesn't matter. We're fucked. Buy the ticket, the bill, meaning the freaking people that they're putting on there for you to make you feel like you gotta choose one of these, but you just don't. We're fucked regardless. So, Watch it or don't. Pay attention to it or don't. I would say don't. I would say keep going. Do not, if the numbers don't turn up, that's the most important part. And I don't mean voting day. That's not what I mean. When you turn your back on the system and walk away and treat it like the little bitch that it is, you will be surprised as to what can happen and what that can do. Walk away. Turn it off. Walk away, turn it off. Hide in plain sight. Go about your business. Be extra careful with your family. Tend to each other. Be with each other more. And I don't mean at a sporting event. I don't mean at some extracurricular activity bullshit. None of that is what I'm talking about. These kids are being molested and raped in a manner worse than I was at this point. When you can go online and watch it. Pay to watch it. Pay to watch it. You can pay to watch it. This is a cesspool of trash. And so you say to yourself, am I a part? Am I a part of this cesspool? I'm talking about YouTube right now. Am I a part of it? Or am I only here to grab what I need and keep it moving? Especially keep moving. People are going off the grid. Many people, listen, the smartest people are already off. You don't get it. We're on repeat. That means didn't work out. Okay? And no one wants the technology. Nobody wants it because what does it do? It takes away your privacy. It takes away your they ain't us. And the whole world just what looks the same? Who the fuck wants that? And how do you get up one morning and say, I'm just moving, to some other country? And listen, I don't want to hear about your problems. Do you think that we don't have problems? We don't want your problems on top of our problems. Because whatever you have going on follows you. That's just wisdom. The shit I see, it's unnecessary for this place to look the way it does as far as diversity is concerned. I don't believe in all that diversity bullshit. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. The people in the bush can tell you that. It's retarded. Literally. It's backwards thinking. That's just not natural. Look at the trees. For crying out loud. Just lift your head from a phone. Lift your head from your damn computer for a second. Diversity? Fuck you. Fuck you mutts. I don't give a fuck. Fuck all that bullshit. They not us. And it's a beautiful thing to learn about other people. But you don't go and then see them smiling or whatever through their tough days and think, oh, it was fun. That's all people think. It was fun. They can do this or that there. They can. No. We have our struggles and they're just as disgusting as yours. But now we've got ours and yours and we don't want it. And we don't want it. It's bad enough I had to spend my life listening to. It's sad that white kids are so ignorant that they don't know that they're talking to black people. I'm not talking about, and I gotta say black people so that you can understand. I have to go through this long thing, meaning Aborigines, the people from here for hundreds and thousands of years. Go back to Africa. They used to say that when I was little, but my people aren't from Africa. I mean, for thousands of years. This story, this is not new. It's like that, like you don't even know how, you look at him, you're like, why even be upset? I mean, no one taught him nothing. No one taught him nothing. Nobody loved him enough to tell him the truth. Just like that bitch ain't gonna tell you no truth. She's just standing there, just a smiling. Just a smiling. Just like Oprah used to smile as she was helping people to do the most horrific deeds to people. Horrific. We figured her out a long time ago. Because I'm from Connecticut. And where is Gayle King from? We can all explain it to you. See, there are people who can explain everything. You go to each state and you find the people whose families are cemented. That just helps you get to the information faster so you can cut through the bullshit. And I can really tell you about Oprah Winfrey. You better move along. You don't want it. You don't want to be her. You don't want to be that thing. Do you understand? The most important thing I'm going to say right now that I think people could research to help them in what is called the Ten Commandments, there's a line which says, to honor thy mother and thy father. Now, honor means to tell the truth. And that's why when you go to court, you're like, your honor. This is the person you're about to give all the truth to about whatever story or circumstance, whatever it is. So all you're saying is, I'm about to tell the truth right now about everything that happened. That's what it means. That's it. That's it. So if you've got tomfoolery in your family and fuckery in your family, be honorable and point that shit out. If it's your own parents. If it's your own parents. The honorable thing is to tell the truth. Truth. Just tell your truth. Give your testimony. I can assure you, you're not as fucked up as you think you are. But when you walk around with a bunch of lies and a bunch of people who just think that they're going to come in and manipulate and take, listen, this is where you're going to end up. All you foreigners, take a good look. This is where you're going to end up. Niggas we're not going to let you stay. You're not getting it. And it has nothing to do with your war campaigns. Because there's only ever been one war. The war over creation. There's only ever been one. That's it. There ain't been no multiple wars. It's just different campaigns within the same war. Diversity's bullshit. Fuck all you mutts. I don't give a fuck how you feel. Your feelings are the problem. The fact that we got to worry about the fact that you fucked. Then you addressing it and telling yourself the truth and really looking at, is this working? Is this making any natural sense? But know that me and my peeps, we're not going to stand around and let you mutts take us down. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. And there are a lot of what you would call black people who are here from other places. I would like for you all to go back to using your accents, please, so that people can tell the difference. Yeah. Stop throwing on our accents. I want them to know who they're arresting. I want them to know who specifically they're arresting. I'm not going for any more of that bullshit. It was a black person. What does that mean? That means nothing to me. Nothing. I'm an Aborigine. So from now on, the news, get it right. Black person, my ass. What kind? Did he cut his people from the slave trade? Or is he Aboriginal like me and my people who are already here before the slave trade? Okay. Or is he from the Caribbean? Or is he from Africa? Is he from Ireland? Is he from France? Where the fuck he from? So we can put the blame on the people who keep fleeing their countries and fucking us up, making us look crazy. And we look around like, I'm like, Ma, all these names I look up, I tell people when I do my talks, listen, I look up and these people are not connected to us. They have a different culture. Violence is different. There's so many things that are different. We're not the same. They ain't us. And I don't want it to be. And I would not go to their countries and their islands and set up shop and live. No. Why would I go and take up their resources? Why? Take up their men. Why would I do that? I'm not pressed. Every place you go is a fuck show. Any place the white man is touched, it's a fuck show. So where you running from? You in the fuck show regardless. Regardless, you're in the fuck show. Let's do this last little, my pressure's falling. So I'm not gonna make it much longer. And nobody knows where I'm at. Nobody knows where I'm at. So I think I might be able to make this loop. All right. Now, and to all you white people who are just so concerned with being white, listen to me. Okay? Miss Nikki Ann got loads of white people in her life. Like, what are we talking about? You're missing the whole point. You're too worried about that part. You're missing the whole point. And there are your people who have studied and took time to understand, and they know that their own people have missed the point, and that they have actually bought into all the lies that it took to create this cesspool that you call the United States of America. This is not the United States of America. It does not exist. It's just an idea, and we toss it out. That's it. Trust me, the white man, we're on repeat. At some point, the problem is that he's making other places more livable that aren't. There are reasons. There are reasons. And how do I know? Because I had some very interesting jobs. And my final job was the one that brought everything home. Well, I got to finally tell the people, yes, they make it rain and they make it not rain. I was the holder of the keys. Like the story that I tell, none of this changes. And you can easily connect with people I know. Easily. And find out if Nikki's been saying the same thing forever. So even when you have the blatant, honest truth in your hands and you're putting it in people's face, like it's right here. I was a part of the document. I know. I was there for the testing. I saw. Right? You have all that and it don't mean nothing if you black. I kid you not. It means nothing. Because that's what it boils down to. Because this, like I said, there's only ever been one war. It's the war of creation. Period, point blank. That's it. There are different campaigns within that war. Same war. Doesn't change. Sometimes we have enlightenment. That happens sometimes. But mostly do-overs at this point. Repeat. 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 And some people must like it. Their families love repeating just the history of their own family. So just a repeat. But there's one thing to repeat. There's another thing when you come into snatch and grab for stuff that you didn't work for, your ancestors didn't work for. No. You don't get to stay. You don't get to stay. Do you not understand? And that's why the white man will never feel at home. He can't, because he's not home. It's real. It's simple. It's just the truth. But in the truth, there's possibilities. Once you're speaking about the truth, how it all goes and how it all went, what it be and what it was, possibilities open up. Healing opens up. And I have watched so many people, white folks, atoning, truly atoning, the same way my tribe had to atone for what happened when they pulled up on the shore. We paid our 400 years. It's over. But white man's still lagging behind, not getting it, but a few are starting to. I pay attention, white people. like, who is she talking about? I'd pay attention. For us, Farrakhan was the final piece of the atonement. And I think that brother, for many reasons, because he didn't have to. You haven't reached that, white man. You just want to, okay, that's fine. We're all fine, and just keep walking on. Like, okay, that was said, and no, that's not how, because that doesn't really do anything, does it? And especially if you're so-called a God-fearing white person. The atonement does not look like, okay, all right, we're sorry, goodbye. That's not how atonement works. Look at the work Farrakhan put in. Atonement takes a lot. And for all those men to get there and let it out, because of his background, Farrakhan didn't have to, but he did. The same way when I'm talking, I'm hoping that all Aboriginals have an opportunity to listen and understand, so that you can be on the right page and not destroy yourselves, because it's gonna get nutty. And most of you gave in during the pandemic. You couldn't even, and I'm now telling you, my doctor said that's a no to that vaccine. Remember, he died. Yeah. During the pandemic, this motherfucker died. Now, I just can't. One of my favorite doctors. Okay, I had to mourn him for a minute, and nobody told me he died. So there are loads of white folks I talk to just like this, and they talk to me back just like this, and we're on the same page. Let me say that again. They are what you would call white folks. I'm going to call those simply your albinos, okay? You can go back in videos and see if I explained it. I'm tired. Hey, if you getting tired. I talk just like this. You're like coming around. You're like, oh shit. Right. How can you claim to be love and all these things if you can't give your testimony about your fuck shit, about your bullshit, and cleanse it, and truly tell the truth? What do you want from people if you won't even tell the truth? Like, yeah, hi, I'm white, I'm not from here. My ancestors did some fucked up shit. I have people, white folks, who I'm gonna call my albinos because they don't have the psychosis, okay? They thoroughly get it. So I'm like, okay, so the rest of these people full of shit. They like this. They're enjoying creating this hell and then hopping off to the next piece of soil. The people don't want you there, white folks, where you go to next. Get this, they don't want you anywhere. Because you haven't even stopped just to tell the God to honest truth to yourself. That one lady, one documentary, I don't know if anybody ever saw it. It's like, yeah, I'm guessing, of course, I'm guessing. She's just guessing. They just do a lot of guessing. I'm a Puritan. What the fuck? You can't just snatch something out the air and then be like, I'm that? What are you talking about? No one ever told you, so you can't say shit. Just shut up. Don't make up a story. Go find your story. But it's like, what's the problem? Oh, because eventually that story is going to lead you away from this soil. And you're worried that we're trifling people like you. You're worried that we're trifling like you. Like it's some go to Africa shit. Like leave and never come back. You'll be healed if you leave. And then if you come back, you'll be different. And then you'll be worth something. You'll be worth something to the soil that you can now find on sale. They literally sell soil from the South to people. They ship it to different countries. Like, What you want? It's crazy. It's sad. In a way. It's sad. The repeat. I just know, like, I'm not sticking around. So, I mean, that's actual and that's factual. I don't just stick around. I don't have to stick around for the repeat. I'm on the right soil. I'm not confused. I've traveled, but I never once tried to stay and occupy somebody else's country, island, or space. Never. Why would I do that? That ain't right. Now, tribally, yeah, you can make matches, but that's contractual for a lot of reasons. Because no matter what, whatever you've been through, whatever your family's gone through, it is going to follow you everywhere you go until you have dealt with it. And you can't deal with it if you're on somebody else's soil, fucking it up in the meantime. I wouldn't do that to you, India. Let me be clear, India. How dare you? You've gone too far. No one even has to mention China. We just don't even fuck around and waste time mentioning these people. Want to, just like Asian hate, kiss my ass. You full of shit, you're on the wrong soil. That's hatred for yourself. Asians, you hate yourselves. We're not hating you. You hate yourselves, and you have soil to go to. You're not even on your right soil to talk shit. So I don't get it. I'm not worried about you because you have a place to go home to. I'm on my soil, and you're fucking it up. To want. Middle Easterners, get your shit together. Go home. Get your shit together. Get your shit together. You need a way to get rid of them sickos. Figure that out. Not over here. You just bought your burden over here. And we're feeling it. And we don't want it. Why would we want your burden? So that makes us crazy. That makes us whatever, because we don't want your burden. And finally, black folks are saying it. Like, okay, now, shit is going too far. This is not just like, you actually believe the white man, even though you watched us talk shit about him since television and radio existed. And you thought that coming here to be with him would be great, so I'm insulted. You know about the oppression of his own people. Look, get this. I'm talking about the white man of his own people, the oppression of his own people. And you thought that coming here would be great. I'm offended. I'm offended that you won't go home. But we'll help you. Don't worry. We'll help you. You don't get to keep this. You didn't work for this. Give a fuck. Give a fuck. Okay? You didn't ask. You didn't ask the people who the soil belongs to. You didn't ask. And that's where you fucked up. That's where you fucked up. When you didn't ask. My precious fall, I did pretty good. 48 minutes. Some people, their pressure just drops. They don't get warnings. I get like this long, drawn out warning. And then I could be like, okay. Notice how I'm talking now. I don't give a fuck. I'm on my own soil. You should have seen how many white folks be looking. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's some funny shit. I don't give a fuck. They walk in. I hope you're listening, because what I'm saying will save you and your family. All I'm saying, especially to citizens, I'm not a citizen, okay? Can't be, because I'm Aboriginal. That would be a conflict of interest, now wouldn't it? Just conquering my own self. So, it can save your children. Everything I'm saying. Because now you've got to say it's all bullshit. It's just an idea planted on top of someone else's soil. So all I need to do is walk away. Not from the soil. Walk off. There's no game when no one's playing. So sometimes a whole country of people saying we ain't voting for shit. you didn't put nobody on here to vote for, is a good thing. Everyone just saying this is bullshit. Thank you, black folk, for calling this shit out. Because that's what you call black folk, right? There's nobody to vote for. Stay home. That changes everything. What fool has been on here ranting and raving and supporting anybody? I don't know. Like, why do that? You don't have to embarrass yourself like that. Because I know you must have a feeling like when this is all over, after I've ranted and raved about some motherfucker I don't know, okay, and ain't never met, becoming president, if his shit goes wrong, or if her shit go wrong, he, she, it, whatever the fuck, I'm gonna look like an idiot, and I will be an idiot. Just walk away. You didn't build that game. Let them play that game if that's what they want. You don't have to play it. You don't have to play the game. And you won't be alone. You're going to find, oh shit. Now, there are times when a vote can make sense. Those times happen. But that's not this time. Your vote means nothing this time. I mean, it means your vote this time means absolutely nothing. And so I'm here for all those who at the end, when it's all said and done, regardless if your candidate wins or loses, it's all going to be a fuck show. So I don't want you to be so embarrassed that you feel you have to argue points. Don't. You never had any real options. So when it goes left, as it's just going to do, because that's what's been chosen, not by you, it's okay. It's okay. But learn from it. Teach your children. All you have to do is not show up. Walk away. Go to work. Do your job. Anybody talking bullshit, walk away. On that day, go to work. Don't talk about shit. Do your work. Do your best damn work on that day and say, shit, I should have been motherfucking president. I could do way better than this shit. You didn't have an option. So forgive yourself ahead of time if you're going to actually go and participate this year in something that it has nothing to do with you. And the whole process is going to embarrass you in the end, especially if you've been standing on a soapbox for months. That's going to be some embarrassing shit for every person who cast a vote. We don't believe in these people. Since when? Since when? Just walk away. That's all you, and I'm speaking to citizens. I'm an Aboriginal, okay, who's just saying some shit to you, trying to help you actually, because it then helps me. I got love for that. Walk away. Don't show up. If you don't show up, my Lord, what that does for us, when I say for us, I mean all of God's creatures, you just don't show up. Let them know, listen, we never really bought your bullshit in the first place. And we're tired. Period. And that just buys you time. But people are really into this illusion. It's an illusion. And it's an illusion that they'll lock you up for. And that's what's coming. The next time they're locking everybody up, I don't care which one of these people you choose. The next time, the next go round, things are happening, they're locking people up. Perfectly good, what they call citizens. I'm telling you what's coming next. It doesn't matter who you pick. I would hide in plain sight. And if if I'm an Aboriginal, which means original man, right? That's not from here. My people are from here before the white takeover. Okay, I was here. My people weren't from Africa. Shit, how hard is that for people to get? So, but if you're not, if your people are from someplace else, go home, atone there, atone, go home and atone and fix your shit. You got our back, right? So if you got our back, go and fix yourselves so we can have your back, because it's all out of control. And as I look at the numbers, I'm like, they're telling this story worldwide. And when I look up these names and stuff, I'm like, these are all foreign Aboriginals who are not from here. Like, let's set the record straight. We're not the same. We don't have the same culture. And that's okay. Diversity is okay. Separate but equal is okay. That's what the bodies of water are there for. But when you come to snatch and grab and to stay, I'm just offended that you want a piece of this and what's happening here. You thought that we were so lucky to be oppressed that you come move here. Like, come on, other people, other brown people. Come on now. Brown people with woolly hair, I'm talking about. Okay? Come on now. Come on. Go and make peace and fix your shit. We don't leave. We know we on the right shit. Yes, in your places, you got more Africans than we did. Okay? You should be spending time figuring all of that out. There are a lot of things you should be figuring out, but it, just start with that. Because I feel like people just don't know what to do. They hear stuff and then they just feel overwhelmed and they just shut down. You can shut down all you want. That shit still, it's just going to get worse. When you shut down because you hear stuff that disturbs you, that don't mean the shit going to stop happening. Shut down for what? Feel what you feel. Push through. Push through. Okay? Now, so that's what I was addressing. Brown people with woolly hair who aren't from here. For decades, centuries, thousands of years. Like my people. Okay? Now, white man, listen. Ask a lot of questions and figure yourself out. And figure out about the fish gene. If you study the fish gene problem, okay, and reconnect with who your people were, and even if now you're some kind of mutt because you're Irish and you're this and you're that, I don't care. Break down each piece and go if you can, and set your foot on your original soil so that you can be sane again. So that if you come back or when you come back, things won't be so fucked up. You'll be over yourself and you'll finally understand. You will understand it all. I'm on my soil, so I'm not confused. But I've been places, I've traveled, and I know what it's like to not be on my soil, and know that if I ever tried to move someplace, it wouldn't, it's not my soil. I just know it. My spirit knows it. It's not my soil. Screw the fact that these Costa Ricans are shooting at me right now. Just a regular old little girl student walking down the street, and they shoot me. But I survived it, right? Go put your feet on your ancestral soil and then come back and you'll be different. That's to everyone who is not an Aboriginal like I am. Okay? There's a reason for separation to a degree. There's a reason for diversity to a degree. There's a reason for it. It's not just there for you to feel like somebody else has what you don't. That's not it. It's in place for a reason. Those oceans are there for a reason. As we watched all them white folks pack up and flee to Mexico, like, what were you thinking? Okay. If my tribe fuck them people, they crazy, leave them alone. Why are you bothering those people? Leave them motherfucking people alone. You should have been built your wall and moved on. But then have you turn around like, I'm getting out of America. Okay. Like you come, you destroy a place, you leave. You get to the next place, you destroy it, you leave, and it's always Aboriginal shit. Aboriginal people you fuck over. And then you just leave. Mexicans are white. This is bullshit brown shit. Are you crazy? It's bullshit. And they are the original India. They originally from India. Please just take some time and do some research sometimes. You can't tell the difference between the two. It's the same people. There was a war campaign. So I fucks not with these people moving any further. I fucks not. No, Indians, you don't get to come here. Get the fuck out of here. Look how much land mass you have. And look how badly you treat your people. Indian, why would we want you here and you treat your people over there who are dark like shit? We don't want you here. We don't need your problem. Go home. And you're full of shit. You're full of shit. I'm in the car. Now people don't know where I'm at. I came, I saw, I felt disgustedly disturbed by the drive I had after being in bed for just a few months. There's no place left for the bears. So I don't give a fuck about you, Mexico. Let me be clear. I don't give a fuck about you because you don't give a fuck about me. And I can assure you 100% people, they don't give a fuck about me. The shit I've seen in a year since they've been here. So they're just building you projects, but the problem is they're taking all the land from our animals to build you projects. They're going to change your malls, people. They can't afford to shop where we shop because, listen, money is funny in America right now. On a different level. It's hard to get your hand on worthwhile money. So the malls have become, you got the dollar store in there. I'm from Connecticut. The malls don't be looking like, top of the line shit is at the mall. Now I walk into the mall. I wouldn't even go to the mall back in the day without being dressed to impress. I'm walking in the mall and I get so many looks. Ain't got nothing to do with being beautiful. It's just the fact, oh shit, somebody has on some real clothes, real cotton. Not walking around some tight ass ghetto spandex dress like we on some fucking reality show and shit. And people, you're not on some fucking reality show. You're doing some shit that's so real, it's going to embarrass you later on in life. You're going to have to look back at your pictures and be like, damn, I really thought I had it going on and it just wasn't. You don't even own any cotton anymore. Look at the material you're wearing because of the other people. They can't afford it, but their numbers are so big, so fast that they took the malls and just gutted out all of your high-end stores and sell you plastic clothing. And you're happy, right? You're real happy with this. Like this is for you. You're enjoying this. It's crazy. It's sick. And if you really thought that there was a reason for you to get up on the day to vote, there's no, The only reason for you to get up is to tend to your family. That means if that means they need to eat and stuff, you need your money, you need to go to work, go to work. You don't need to get up and cast a single vote. It has shit to do with you. And the best thing that anybody can do for themselves when this happens and it gets to this level of corruption, walk away. Do not participate in the corruption. And that's been a new lecture I've been working on as I've been laying there for months about not participating in corruption. Like all that hard work people went through to get that judge the fuck out of there. And then people going to second guess. I don't second guess corruption to that degree. I just said to you what honor means. It means to tell the truth. So already we know the system is fucked. But we can't get even close to any truth anymore. The corruption is beyond corruption. When I see a cop, if somebody pull me over, I have mad attitude now. Don't talk to me. You're nobody. You're just a human. That's if I'm talking to a white person. You're a human. If it's a black cop, you're just a man. Sit down. Fuck you, fuck your ticket if you think that that's what's happening right now. Like that's what's important. It's not. Like you've started to believe in it. Come on. And I'm talking to Aborigines. That means people who, the woolly-haired brown people who have been here for thousands of years up and down that coast. This don't have shit to do with us. Stop. Don't believe your role. I keep telling people, if you ever think about being a cop, then think again and don't do it. It is not an honorable job. I keep trying to tell you, it's not. It wasn't built for honor. In other places, they have security. The point is to protect the people. Handing out tickets left and right, and you sit and watch drug dealing right there. Come on, corruption. Give a fuck about you being a cop. That don't mean shit to me. White, black, I don't give a fuck what color you are as a cop. You ain't shit. If you truly believe in your role, all we need is security. That's it. Once you start paying people for these kinds of positions and they want more money, and once you start paying for these kinds of positions, you just build corruption. It's insane. Corporate prisons, the corruption is just run amok. Hide your children for as long as you can. Do not release them if they're 18 and the world is fucked. Wait and hold. Be patient. The time will come. Do not push them out if the world is fucked and you're so determined then go with them. Because they've been glued to something different than you were glued to at that age. Help them. Don't leave them. And if it means a couple of years, we gotta wait a couple of years for things to balance out on this soil. I'm for all of that. You think smart. Don't move so fast. I will change a plan 50 million times if I'm noticing, shit went left and it didn't go right. Shit, so I wait. It's about patience. It's about knowing when to go and knowing when to stop. And for all the people of all complexions, whether you're a human or a man, I got love for the God in you. I got love for that. And I got respect for those who have respect for me. I don't honor your bullshit. If I were on your soil and you told me to go home, I would go the fuck home. I'm not lying. When that Costa Rican dude, as I'm just walking down the street, he shot at me. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm not allowed on the street. Period. Period. I'm not, this is not my soil. I'm not going to argue. It's not my soil. I'm not here to change no damn body. I'm here to experience who they really are. Just as I watched that man next to the house, they let him die. I call the lady of the house. Oh yeah, okay. She calls the so-called cops, right? They go, yeah, everybody's like, yeah, he's dying. Okay, and they went back about their business. And that man, they let him. He was rotting to death, dying. He was rotting to death while he was dying. This is when I was in school in Costa Rica. And they're like, yeah. The cops was like, yeah, he dying. He right to the. He's just sitting. He's by the house. She's got a nice house. We got a maid and shit. You get what I'm saying? I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot, so that I could be sure that the world and people are really this fucked, and they are. You cannot, people. If you think you can be too paranoid, then you're crazy. So, be watchful. Be diligent. Pay attention. Love your family fully, even with arguments. Arguments can be very good. A damn fist fight can be good compared to the way they're about to kick your ass around this damn country for the next 4 years, regardless of who gets it. Because, of course, I'm nobody, right? And me explaining to you, all you got to do is walk away. And that will tell them who is in control, because you're not in control. See, I am in control. Oh, shit. I am in control. I'm running the show. Are you? Or are you letting them run the show? If you like me and you running the show, a motherfucker tells you to do something, you don't do it. Go vote. Kiss my ass. Everybody stay home and make the point to the world. Like, damn, them Americans, I'm not American, but for you people who are all into that, them Americans meant that shit. They knew they was being fed shit. They said, fuck that. That's a big statement. Then you sitting on here arguing over worthless people. Worthless. Who are about to kick your ass and your kids' ass around this here joint. Because like I just told you, I'm running the show. And I have a feeling you don't know who's running it for you. You don't know who running it. And if you call yourself an American, that means they're running it for you. I'm not an American. And it's just a fact. I'm Aboriginal. But there are a bunch of black people here from other places who are Americans. They're fucking citizens. They actually went and got a citizenship for another white master. That's crazy. But whatever makes them happy. I'm running this shit. Are you running it? Or are they running you? You go running. Got to get there. Got to put in my vote. For who? Put the vote in for whom? For whom? For whom are you voting? It's not real anymore. It's corrupted. It's no longer real. It's okay to accept it so that you then can move forward. But that's for people who run in the show. Miss Nikki got love for God's people, period. That line is simple. You can be an idiot if you want, like some of these smart asses, and you get it in your spirit or you don't. And if you don't get it, that means you're not God's people. And so I don't fuck with you. I'm like, what the fuck? Period. So that's good with me. I don't care what complexion, because I'm just enjoying watching niggas fuck themselves. Niggas, aboriginals of this soil, talking about, I'm just more spiritual. Like, duh. What you're bound to say next is, I don't believe in God. Just say it. I just want you to say it. Say the line, but you find it hard to. No one said you had to buy into other propaganda outside of the tribe. But hold up. If you listen, if you truly know that you're an aborigine of this place, then you have heard stories. And the stories go, they spoke directly to God. Directly. Where are you going to find that information? That's the question. No one can trust 99.99% of you. Who would tell you? Those of us with the information. I have the information. Who would tell you? Because you turn everything into like something else. Something as simple as separate but equal. You turn into something else. It simply means, what the fuck are you doing here? Get the fuck back across the ocean with your people where you belong. And leave us niggas over here to fuck alone. You can come visit, you can come vacation. That's cool. But wait a minute, you don't just decide to come and occupy the land. So I feel real weird about Middle Easterners because I'm like, you're doing what those white people did to you in Gaza. You're doing that to us. And when I tried to explain that to one when I was in Alabama over the summer, I was in Georgia and because they're like, next to each other. Dude was like, it gonna explain to me, Middle Eastern dude, who wanted to claim like it was like 1/4, and he's saying black African, like, what, nigga, you're white, and you're gonna sit here and try to tell me my own story, and I'm here to tell you. So you already think you have it figured out. You're not here for us because you don't even really want to know the truth. It's all a lie. If you have just gotten here within the last, I would say, 2 decades, it's going to be hard for you to accept the truth that you are on nigger land. And you have signed up for citizenship and slavery under the white man. The only people who can protect you are the aboriginals who are of this land and have always been. That's it. We know the ins and the outs. I'm telling you about when they spoke directly to God. I'm not talking about a book that came from a white man. Like, you're crazy. You're crazy. It's not about a book written by a white man. I'm telling you when they spoke directly to God. How would I know that? Because it was passed on to me from the chief. Like, what the fuck? But good luck, everybody, in all this silliness that's happening. But I got an illness where, listen, my life expectancy is 62. They have not known of anyone to live past that yet. So I really am in my bag of, I don't give a fuck about what these people fucking think anymore. Why is it that aboriginals of this place that they call the USA have to make nice with everybody when we're feeling like, wait a minute, this shit is looking wrong? This is looking like the same thing that happened 400 years ago, just being done by a different group of white people, whether they be Indian, whether they be, you white to us. Do you get that? You're white to us. No matter how much rap you listen to, you're white to us. And all we see is you repeating the same thing. And I just had to cut myself off. I'm only fucking with my people because I'm like, sooner or later, these people have to choose a side of truth. And it's hard to go against your own parents. I would, because I'm not, but that's me. I'm running the show. Right is right. Give a fuck. Fuck this corrupted bullshit. I'm not playing that game. Like, you see, Puffy tried to play that game. That's all. Oprah tried to play that game. That's all. Are you getting it yet? Are you getting it? I could go down the list. Talk to somebody like a Genuine who was like, I only went this far because I'm not playing that game. It's an industry. That's one man, Puffy. That's one man held down by a lot of people. He just one man. You all decided that corruption was okay and that an abundance of it was even better. And you asked for seconds and thirds and you got it. And the rest of us, the people who are like, they ain't us, went into hiding in plain sight. And there's a way that you do it. It sounds real simple. It ain't. There's a way that you motherfucking do it. And who gives you that information but your tribe? No one's going to give you that but your tribe. And white folks here, you don't have one at all. You're white folks, but you're white folks from everywhere. You don't have a tribe. Your tribe is somewhere. It's not here. So you don't win this. You will never win the love of the soil as you letting these Middle Easterners ship that red clay out of Georgia. As you making sure that there's a house or a building on every piece of land so that nobody can have a garden or a farm. Like, it's not that very difficult to decipher. They're not even trying to hide shit from you anymore. That's the lovely part. They're not even trying to hide anything from you anymore. They do it all day in plain sight. And you like, give me more. Give me more. Like, okay. Here comes the bear. She on the corner hooking. And she got the kids. Hold up. A couple bucks here. Here, yeah. It's about to happen for everybody. If you think you in the hood, where I'm talking about, one of the spots where the bear was hooking on the corner is in the hood. Because this is nature. And you can't ship a bunch of motherfuckers in from around the world, build up shit, and just expect what? I'm saying that to the everyday person. I'm not talking about the people at the top who understand exactly what each thing is the purpose for. I was the keeper of the keys. I can tell you a lot. I have told you a lot. Stuff I'm confidentially not supposed to tell you. But when it comes to corruption, there is no confidence. I have no confidence in corruption. So I tell you straight and forward, like, I'm the only person who has the keys to all of this. I help to write, I help to edit, I help to da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm telling you. And what? Just because you didn't say it or somebody else with a different complexion, I don't care. Listen, I have gotten information from all sorts of dope people. I have gotten information from retarded people, and I literally mean retarded. I hang with anybody that's handing out truth. So we can mentally set you free. So the first thing with white man is, oh shit, I'm not home. This is not my soil. That'll be the first thing that sets you. If you want to step a big leap into freedom, you tell yourself the truth about that. And then walk with that in your head and look around you every day and think on it as you look at everything that's happening. Oh, because they got something for your white ass. Your white folks have something for that ass. And it's coming. And those of us who saw that all of you were enjoying this repeat, we prepared. And so all we're going to be able to tell you is good luck. Whatever you can find of ours that we said back in the day, go back, find it, listen, watch it. You didn't want to pay us no mind before. We were just talkers. Like, and you could tell most of the people, they weren't just talkers. And they come on, guys, just got to tell you what happened. And a lot of those people are dead now. See, because at the same time, it's so it's real. It's so real that they can't afford for certain people to say certain shit. That's how real it is. I'm gonna go now. Yeah, I mean, my pressure is low. All right, I'm not gonna be irresponsible with that. Yeah, do your best. Okay, at least just do your best. If you can't figure it out, because it's last minute now, right? Do your best. And know that when it comes time and they announce whoever it is, it won't matter. Everything was already in play. It doesn't matter. Because some of you have argued for people you don't know. You argued so hard and fought so hard for corruption. There's no option but corruption. That's all you've been offered. It's better just to go your butt to work that day. And that's it. And then go home. Don't pull nothing. Don't write nothing. Don't press. Do not participate in the corruption. That's a real option because it's gone too far. The corruption is too much to where what we're about to endure for the next 4 years, regardless of whose name is announced, you don't get this. Doesn't matter what name they say. But I'm just a nigga to y'all, right? Right. Don't really matter, do it? Don't really matter.